Hello and welcome to another episode of Expert Says. I am Ganesh and today with us is Mr. J. Venkataramanan, who is Assistant Director of Agriculture, Crop Insurance, Department of Agriculture, Government of Tamil Nadu. So let's talk. What is the state's viewpoint on climate change and how is Tamil Nadu equipping itself for battling climate change?
Yeah, actually, as you are all aware, climate change refers to long-term shifts in temperatures and weather patterns. So agriculture is crucial for ensuring food, nutrition, and livelihood securities, and it engages two-thirds of the workforce in gainful employment. So on account of its close linkages with other economic sectors, agriculture growth has a multiplier effect on the entire economy of the state, especially Tamil Nadu. So albeit in agriculture, Tamil Nadu has made significant progress in agriculture, but currently it faces many challenges. There are a lot of challenges to agriculture, and due to this, there needs a system to combat all these climatic changes. Actually, the major factors that are detrimental to agriculture production is stagnation of net sown area. So there is not much impact on increase in sown area. So then plateauing yield level, deterioration in soil quality, reduction in per capita land holdings, and then adverse impact of climate change. So other than that, the increased rate of population is pressurizing the agriculture sector for enhanced food production. So these are the factors or the challenges that we will have to combat. So the task is very challenging because about 60% of the net cultivated area is rainfed, and it is exposed to biotic and abiotic stresses due to climate variability as well as the climatic change. And moreover, 90% of the farmers in Tamil Nadu are small and marginal farmers. So they possess only less than 1 to 2 hectares. In that case, they don't have much coping capacity and they are vulnerable to all these stresses. And moreover, farmers are heterogeneous and unorganized in nature. So these results and as well as the addend climatic change and its variability are likely to aggravate the problem of food security by putting pressure on agriculture and affecting its sustainability. So like many other states, Tamil Nadu with similar developmental context has high dependence on natural resources and faces the threat of climate change and its impacts. So the available evidences shows that there is a high probability of increase in the frequency and intensity of climate-related natural hazards and hence increase in potential threat due to climate change-related natural disasters. In fact, in the past 10 years, I could say that Tamil Nadu was riddled with natural calamities every year. So right from 2002-3, it was a very drought year which was unprecedented in the last 40 years. Likewise, the same occurred in 2016-17 and then also in 12-13. So these are actually said to be drought years where all the districts of Tamil Nadu were completely affected and there was not much significant impact in increasing the agriculture production. So Tamil Nadu agriculture is highly riddled with natural calamities such as flood, drought, cyclone, and then emergence of new pest and diseases, which frequently disturb the crop cycle, thus limiting the agriculture production. So the climate change actually exacerbated the impacts in Tamil Nadu as agriculture in our state is dominated by smallholders who lack resources to mitigate and cope these risks. This has a high impact on production and productivity of crops in spite of the combined effort of the farmers, government, and other stakeholders to make profitable return to in agriculture. So notwithstanding the challenges in the agriculture sector, animal husbandry, including fisheries sector, which together account for GSDP, it provides opportunities for livelihood diversification in this sector besides exerting cascading effect on secondary industrial sectors. So in the circumstances which I stated above, prevention and mitigation are the primary strategies formulated by the state government of Tamil Nadu to minimize the impact of disasters through forewarning, techno-advisory information, implementation of crop insurance schemes, extending relief assistance to compensate the crop losses at distressed times and protect the livelihood of the farmers. By infusing confidence to adopt frontier technologies to increase the crop yield besides ensuring the food and livelihood security of the population and preventing a large-scale migration of farmers to activities other than farming. In fact, Tamil Nadu has established a Tamil Nadu Green Climate Company which has three objectives. So with these objectives, the Tamil Nadu state government is trying to develop a climate resilience system to combat all these natural calamities at one go. So one is actually it has a Green Tamil Nadu mission. The other one is Tamil Nadu Wetland Mission. And actually, as far as agriculture is concerned, Wetland Mission is something very much important. So these are the objectives based on which we are working on it. And we are sure that on a long run, we will be able to mitigate the adverse impacts of the climate changes.
Okay, sir. Can you highlight some of the successes and lessons with respect to crop insurance and a new tender cycle from Tamil Nadu?
So actually, if you see agriculture insurance, it is a specialized form of insurance that focuses on protecting farmers against specific risks associated with farming activities or natural calamities. Unlike general insurance, which covers a wide range of risks, agriculture insurance is tailored to address the specific needs of the farmers. So it provides coverage for risks such as crop loss due to natural disasters, adverse weather conditions, pest, disease, and fluctuating crop yields. So when we see the importance of agriculture sector, it plays a crucial role in managing risk and building resilience in the agriculture sector. So by providing financial protection against losses caused by unforeseen events such as droughts and crop failures, agriculture insurance helps smallholder farmers to recover from setbacks as well as continue their farming activity. So the main aspects of agriculture insurance is risk transfer. So where it transfers the risk of crop losses and damage from farmers to insurance companies. Then financial stability. So it provides a safety net by ensuring a stable income stream for farmers even in the face of climatic uncertainties. Then the third one is investment in resilience. So it encourages farmers to adopt climate smart practices and invest in resilience building measures. So with the knowledge that their losses are partially covered by insurance, farmers are more likely to adopt drought-resistant crop varieties, implement water-saving irrigation techniques, and engage in soil conservation practices. And then creditworthiness. Agriculture insurance can enhance the creditworthiness of smallholder farmers. When farmers have insurance coverage, lenders perceive them as less risky borrowers. So this increased creditworthiness enables farmers to access loans and other financial services, which can be crucial during the time of adverse calamities. Likewise, capacity building and knowledge transfer. So agriculture insurance often include programs. They often include capacity building components that provide training and technical support to the farmers. So this support helps farmers understand climate risk, improve their risk management skills, and adopt sustainable farming practices. By equipping farmers with knowledge and skills, agriculture insurance programs contribute to long-term resilience and adaptation. So as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, it is one of the pioneer states in implementing the Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana successfully and has resorted to many best practices to ensure that the farmers of Tamil Nadu are protected from natural calamities and insulated from income loss. So actually, Tamil Nadu has witnessed a huge growth in terms of area insured and farmers' enrollment due to the best practices adopted by the state under the scheme. In fact, every year, the state is enrolling nearly 20 lakh farmers, out of which 77 to 80% of the farmers are non-loan. So actually, we stand first in the entire country to cover non-loan farmers. Actually, this year, we have crossed 90% enrollment of non-loan farmers. Likewise, the area insured has increased from 3.5 million acres, that is during 2016 on the inception year, to 3.9 lakh acres during 2022-23. And in fact, we are aiming for 4 million hectares this year. And this is about an increase of 10% over the years. And the farmers' enrollment has increased from 1.9 million during 2016-17 to 2 million during 2021-22, recording an increase of about 7% since inception. So, and Tamil Nadu is the state which is notifying about 36 crops every year, and it is fixed based on the crop percentage to gross cropped area. So we have about 23 district crop combinations which are notified at revenue village level and all others at FICA level. So this has ensured that the majority of farmers of Tamil Nadu are benefited under the scheme. And in fact, Tamil Nadu has settled a premium subsidy of 8,084 crores, which is actually on time. And that has really created some confidence among the insurance company, empaneled insurance companies. And so far, a compensation amount of 13,864 crore has been disbursed to 75 lakh farmers over the years. And due to this, about 72% of the enrolled farmers have been benefited under this scheme. So the Tamil Nadu government has also formulated claim management measures, which is something unique across the country. So this is actually to monitor over-insurance and also to strengthen the audit process of conducting the crop cutting experiments, which is the basis for calculation of yield loss. So the Tamil Nadu government, State Department of Agriculture, has identified and rejected nearly an over-insured area of about 2.5 lakh hectares. Due to this, over-insurance has been curbed to a maximum extent. The premium share of both state and central government for the ineligible applications was saved. Compensation to ineligible area applications were denied, and hence it was a saving to the insurance companies also. Compensation was settled without any area correction factor to the eligible farmers. So this has actually ensured that the farmers get their eligible claim compensation. And Tamil Nadu was the first state to adopt an alternative model, that is co-insurance model on 80-20 proportionate risk-sharing basis during 2020-21 and 21-22, wherein the risk was shared between the state government and the insurance companies in the ratio of 80:20. Due to the best practices adopted by the state, an amount of 1,500 crore was obtained as co-insurance surplus from the insurance company. So besides all these initiatives, we have also integrated the land records of the farmers with the state portal, and it has been integrated with National Crop Insurance Portal, due to which eligible area alone is insured. And then the state government ensures that the conducted crop cutting experiments are uploaded on National Crop Insurance Portal. So nearly 98 to 99% of the crop cutting experiment details are uploaded on National Crop Insurance Portal as per the directions of Government of India. And now we are resorting to Asst.Tech, which is the latest technology for estimation of yield loss through technology. And all these measures have actually attracted the insurance companies, as well as we have also accumulated encomium from various quarters. And especially to mention, it is Indian Council for Research on International Economic Relations. They have actually recorded that the farmers in Tamil Nadu received claims for their crop damages caused by drought. Tamil Nadu stands as an outstanding example that should be emulated by other states to provide yield data and premium subsidy on time to the insurance companies. So this is what they have actually accoladed our state. And in fact, the CCE process in Tamil Nadu was appreciated by the reinsurers when they directly witnessed the conduct of CCEs, and especially Swiss Reinsurance Company Limited, Singapore, and Hanover Reinsurance Limited, Germany, actually appreciated this process.
Okay, sir. Could you share examples of strategies or initiatives that have successfully increased non-loany farmer coverage in crop insurance programs?
Right. Actually, Tamil Nadu has a robust extension network. So we were the first state to exclusively form Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana cell at state level, and it is functioning from 2016-17. Likewise, we also established a PMFBY cell in all the districts during 2018. So exclusive staff were posted in the cooperative societies, nationalized banks, common service centers in all the districts at the time of enrollment, so as to help the farmers to enroll without any hassles. And also we guided them by all means. And we also helped them in procuring necessary documents from the right stakeholders and produce them at the time of enrollment. We also had we have exclusive contact number at state level to redress farmers' grievances. So even though insurance companies have their own toll-free number, the State Department has also created a contact number through which the farmers can contact us at any time from any of the districts. So right now we receive nearly 30 to 40 calls every day regarding the enrollment to the settlement of compensation claims. So other than that, we have facilitation centers. So we have exclusive facilitation centers which have been opened at district and block level. So these facilitation centers are manned by experienced extension officers. So it acts as a one-stop information center for the farmers, and it acts as a help desk for the farmers' enrollment. And regarding publicity campaigns, we organize campaigns at village level, Furka level, and block level, and we have multidisciplinary participation. We ensure that all the stakeholders participate in these campaigns, and we also conduct mini exhibitions. Then we have press briefing, press release, production and release of short films. So we have also released many short films on Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. So the content is about the success of the scheme as well as the success stories of the farmers. Then we are also sensitizing the input dealers, so which is actually the place where the farmers frequently visit, and we sensitize them on the benefits of the PMFBY to encourage the the enrollment. So we also provide facilities at common service centers where the enrollment of non-loan farmers are taken up on a mission mode. So we give specific targets for each district for enrollment of non-loan farmers. Then we actually train the field level functionaries and the village level entrepreneurs as master trainers and sensitize the progressive farmers regarding the availability of the centers, location of the centers, and the documents required for enrollment. So the department officials conduct publicity and awareness campaign to showcase the role of common service centers, and the district heads of common service centers, they participate in the Farmers Grievance Day or other public forums to educate the farmers about the role of common service centers. And we have developed an exclusive mobile app, namely Unraveling. It is an app which was launched in the year 2018 for the benefit of the farmers, so that they can have a tab on the premium amount to be paid, when and where to pay, insured details, and status of registration. In fact, we receive calls, then letters from all the farmers based on the details available on this app. So they raise a lot of queries for which clarifications are given then and there. And we also monitor the farmers' enrollment, crop cutting experiments, claim disbursement periodically. And every week we have a coordination meeting with all stakeholders, and it is chaired by our Agriculture Production Commissioner and Principal Secretary to Government, and as well as the Commissioner of Agriculture. This is actually to have a tab on the mode of campaign, sensitization of field functionaries, functioning of common service centers, and progress in enrollment of farmers. Apart from this, the district collectors, zonal officers of the department, and district heads of the department frequently visit the cooperative societies, nationalized banks, common service centers to ensure the smooth functioning in enrollment of farmers. So also we conduct special campaigns to issue land records, sowing certificate on the spot to farmers based on their authenticated records produced by them. So these are all the examples of strategies which we actually implement in Tamil Nadu.
Okay. Can you provide an overview of the cup and cap model being implemented by Tamil Nadu, and how is it tailored to the agricultural landscape of Tamil Nadu?
So actually, after the policy change by Govt of India in the year 2020, so right from Kharif 2020, many policy changes were introduced. So one was like capping of central government's premium subsidy. So and again add-on coverage. So a lot of changes were brought in from Govt of India side. So at the time when we invited tenders, many insurance companies from the empaneled list of Govt of India did not participate. So the main reason was like in the previous years, they actually settled a compensation amount over and above the gross premium to the tune of the percentage of claim loss ratio was above 300. So many of the companies were reluctant to participate in the tender. So at the time we came to know about the BEAD model of Maharashtra, so where they introduced the 80-110 model, co-insurance model, which was something new across the country. So, and Madhya Pradesh was also on the same line. At the time, we discussed with a lot of stakeholders. So we introduced a co-insurance model called 80-20 co-insurance model, where the profit and loss was shared between the state government and the insurance companies. So this was the first across the country, and it was on actually the state government came forward to bear the risk. So entire responsibility rested on the shoulders of state government. So we were actually clueless when we started for implementing this model. So we were the first state to implement this 80-20 co-insurance model. But fortunately, so it was a lesson because at that time, 2021, we had a natural calamity which was a disastrous in many of the districts, which caused huge colossal loss, especially in delta districts of Tamil Nadu. So at that time, this 80-20 model came to our rescue. In fact, we had introduced some claim management measures. We actually strengthened the audit process of crop cutting experiments, and then we also monitored over-insurance closely. So normally the claim management, the claim loss would be above 100%, and it would reach 150 to 160% on an average. So, but even though in that year there was a colossal loss, we could actually manage the claim just because of all these measures, and by implementing this 80-20 model, in spite the claim loss ratio was above 80%, we could get surplus of savings of about 300 crores, and we got it back from the insurance companies. So that was a good experience. So Tamil Nadu implemented this 80-20 model during 2020-21 and 21-22, but we couldn't implement the scheme, the model during 2022-23. So because at the time, the Government of India was in the process of formulating many alternative models. So based on the directions of Government of India, we actually resorted to implementing 60-130 cup and cap model in our state from 2023-24. So we are experimenting on this model. So we have introduced this model in all the 37 districts of Tamil Nadu, which have been categorized as 14 clusters. So here the risk level is distributed equally in almost all the 14 clusters, and we have also distributed these risks in 4 high-risk districts, and it has been segregated as 2 different clusters. So based on this, we have started to implement 60-130 model, and we are sure that this will be very much successful as guided by Government of India. And in fact, we have also coupled with a lot of technologies with this model, so that we are sure that this will be a very much benefit to both the government, insurance companies, as well as the farmers. So we can surely say that this will ensure huge benefits to the farmers as well as to the government in case if the year is a normal one. So this is what we are experiencing, and so far even though there was an impact on El Nino, we were able to actually identify the places where the crop is much vulnerable to natural calamities, and we are seeing that only the eligible farmers are compensated by this 60-130 alternate model. And in fact, when we actually invited tenders quoting this model, the premium subsidy, the premium rates, actuarial premium rates, which were above 50%, has now come down to significant rates. Like it has come down around 10 to 15%. We didn't expect that this much reduction will be done by the insurance companies. In fact, our weighted average for previous years, especially 22-23, was 30%. Now it has come down to 12%, which was entirely due to adoption of this 60-130 model.
Okay. What is the state's viewpoint on technologies like ES-Tech, winds, and what are the plans on technologies?
Actually, if you see the crop cutting experiment, so crop cutting experiment is the basis for the calculation of yield loss. So it is nothing but money. So only if crop cutting experiments are conducted properly, we can ensure that only the eligible farmers are getting the claim benefits. In Tamil Nadu, which nearly notifies 36 crops, about 150,000 crop cutting experiments are conducted every year. And we have actually positioned exclusive staff for this. So nearly 750 outsourced staff are being engaged to conduct all these crop cutting experiments. So each of the staff is conducting nearly 60 per season. And apart from that, we have our own department field functionaries. So they have been vested with the responsibility of conducting 20 CCEs per season. So we are able to manage huge number of CCEs by this force. But in spite of that, there are a lot of disputes in conducting this CCs. In fact, many of the insurance companies, so they raise objection at the time of claim settlement. So we had a very tough time to settle all these disputes and ensure that the claims were settled on time. So at this, in these circumstances, Asst.Director, which is something, or to say, it is a significant implementation and significant changes that has been brought by Government of India in the implementation of Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. So now in the present manual system of conducting CCs, we are actually experiencing nearly 30% of deviation from the estimation of yield loss. So in that, we believe that the Asst.Director technology will come as a handy to estimate the yield loss precisely. So it will actually supplement the efforts of the state and also the system. And we are clear that this adoption of Asst.Director will help in estimating the yield loss without any deviation as well as without any in an unbiased manner. And in fact, we are going to adopt 70% of the procedure through manual CC, and we are going to give weightage of 30% by adopting Asst.Director. So we have some views on this also. So actually the standard operating procedures is available only for few major crops. So our point is that it has to be formulated for all notified crops. We have some reservation also. So now actually the qualitative characters of the crop alone are being taken into account. So we feel that quantitative characters of crop have to be taken into account along with crop canopy for yield estimation. So where you will have to account the inflorescence architecture instead of plant architecture. Then we are also expecting that district-specific, crop-specific crop signatures have to be developed, and then microclimatic factors have also to be mapped. So, and our requirements is like satellite-derived accurate crop map for major crops has to be developed. Then satellite data for identification of crops with similar phenotypes, validating the satellite data for area and yield estimation with the data collected through ground truthing, feasibility of using technology in case of a good crop canopy with a poor grain quality, standardization of methodologies in multi-cropping regions. So these are all our requirements which we have already highlighted to the Asst.Director exclusive team. And in fact, we have a definite plan on these adoption of these technologies. So the Government of Tamil Nadu has put into use of Asst.Director from 2023-24 for paddy crop alone, as SOP has not been formulated for other notified crops in Tamil Nadu. So Tamil Nadu Agriculture University will be the technology implementation partner. So it has started its work and they have given the inception report also. And National Remote Sensing Center will be the mentoring institute for technology and review for the state, Hyderabad. And then yield data based on conventional crop cutting experiment and Asst.Director using crop growth model. So we are going to use crop growth model for paddy 2 and semi-physical model for paddy 3, that is during Rabi season, with a weightage of about 70:30 proportion will be adopted, adhering to the protocols of Asst.Director. Likewise, protocol as developed by Government of India will be followed for estimation of yield. As far as winds are concerned, actually Tamil Nadu is not implementing weather-based crop insurance scheme. So, but we are actually formulating a structured plan to implement weather-based crop insurance. At present, we have only 385 automatic weather stations. So we have planned to increase the density of the automatic weather station, which is the main point for implementing winds. So we are at it. So we'll be implementing the scheme shortly. So we are looking for that also. So other than that, I think Asst.Director will be something a crucial change, and it will be very much helpful to states like Tamil Nadu, which is implementing Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana on a larger extent.
Okay, sir. So we are moving to a final question. What is the state's experience with the new tendering cycle?
I can say probably that Tamil Nadu was the first state to call for a multi-year tender during 2016-17 itself. So right from inception here, we were the first state to call tender on 3-year tenure basis. So the premium subsidy, which was shared between Government of India and state government right from 2016-17 to 2019-20, was changed in the season Kharif 2020. So there actually Government of India capped the center share of premium subsidy to 30% for rain-fed districts and 25% for irrigated districts. So actually in the previous years we were inviting the tender on 3 years tenure, but after the policy changes and due to huge claim loss ratio, insurance companies were reluctant to participate in the tender. So at that time we were not able to go for 3 years or multi-year tendering. We started to implement or to invite tender on 1-year basis. Right from 2020-21, we are implementing the scheme on 1-year basis. So we give tender invitation only for that particular year. But after this advisory from Government of India during 2022-23, we have once again started to implement the scheme on multi-year tendering. But since in the 2023-24, a lot of changes were brought in by Government of India in the operation guidelines, like introduction of alternative models, then estate adoption, then again the opening of escrow account. So like this, all new changes have been introduced in 2023-24. So since the state is experimenting all these new initiatives, we have actually called for tender for 2023-24 alone now. So normally it would be very much beneficial if you go for 3 years or more than that, because the insurance companies, they will have some confidence on the state about the premium subsidy as well as other initiatives. Likewise, the state government can readily depend on the insurance companies for timely settlement of claims, since they have a long tenure, and some reliability will be there if we go for multi-year tender. So in that case, we have decided to go for multi-year tender from 2024-25, and we have also addressed our finance department on this angle, and we have requested the permission to go for multi-year tender from 24-25. So actually, the main reason for going single-year tender was due to the premium subsidy, which actually increased to about 290%. So it was only 500 crores in the inception year, and it increased to 2,000 crores in 2022-23. So it was around an increase of about 256%. So this actually discouraged us to go for a multi-year tender. But right now, after the advisory given by Government of India regarding the adoption of estate and then the implementation of alternative model, many of the insurance companies have quoted a fair and remunerative premium rates during 2023-24. So actually we called tender for only 1 year, but still due to our all these initiatives, our premium rates has come down. So the liability is only 500 crores. That is what it was in 2016-17. So it has come down from 2,000 crore to 500 crores. So we were very much happy about this development. And so we are trying to go for multi-year tender, as the insurance companies also look for a good successful implementation of PMFBY in Tamil Nadu. So we are at it, and I'm sure that we'll be going for multi-year tender in the coming years.
Thank you so much, sir, for giving us your precious time and guiding our listeners. That's all for today. I'll meet you again with another episode of Expert Says. Till then, bye.